Hello and welcome back to another episode at the wonderful, Block Worlds. That was a cat. The cat was saying meow. This is Island Living and tutorials. And lately I have been doing the SlimeFun tutorials. Getting everybody a little bit warmed up with it because they're a little intimidating. So, okay. Let's get started. Last time that we met, and well, I'll show you what we did. We did the gilded backpack, 45 slots. That was a lot of fun, and that is something that I'm sure you guys know is going to be really useful. Let's take a look. That's how many you can put in there. A lot of stuff. That sounds like something that you can use, that is for sure. So let's close that. The other thing that we did, the episode before that, was the coal plants. And I have collected 8 because I want to show you guys what happens when we collect enough. I think maybe what we need is 10 in order for us to be able to make a block. So here are 2 plants that we did last time. I'm going to leave this here and I will collect the next one when it is time. For the meantime, what I would really like to do today is give everybody a little bit of an advantage here. We'll see about working on Tome of Knowledge Sharing. I call it Tome because it sounds a little bit French. Anyways, this is what we're going to be working on today. So you have a book ready for somebody to say, well, if you want me to share my knowledge, then give me a book and I'll put my knowledge in it. So this is what it is. We have to give them a book, and it would be nice to have a book ready. You don't want to just go on over and ask somebody, oh, can I have your knowledge, but I have nothing to give you. No. At least give them an opportunity to put it on a Tome of Knowledge Sharing book. That's the one we're going to be working on today. Also, remember when I told you that some of the things are locked? They look like this. Probably your whole book when you start is going to be nothing but locked. But if you share with somebody who has the Tome of have all kinds of knowledge and has unlocked a lot of these things, when you share the book, then they will get all the knowledge that you have. I don't have a lot, as you can tell. There are some things that I don't have a lot of knowledge on. Let's go here. Look at this one. Everybody likes this one. I don't have a lot, but other people do. They have huge farms with all kinds of capacitors and things and all kinds of power and electrical things. So perhaps maybe you can ask them if they'd like to share. But don't come empty-handed, and so that's why today we're going to be working on the Tome of Knowledge Sharing. Let's get started. Let's get started by clicking on it. Let's look at the book. This is how it opens up. The guide opens up like this, and we're going to look for the magic gadgets. It's called Magical Gadgets. When you click on it, right there about the 4th one is this one. You may have a lot of these things locked like this, so you'll have to just kind of pan over them and see. And when we click on it, let's see what we need. First off, I see that I will have to put whatever it is that they want me to do for the book. I need to put it on a magic workbench, and I don't believe we have one. I think that the one that we made the other day is the enhanced crafting table. So we're gonna have to begin by doing that. Let's look at that book again. So we're gonna have to begin by making ourselves a magic workbench. Okay, so this is the way we go. We're gonna have to see what we want to make and then see what we need to make it. And so we go back to our basic machines. And right there is the magic workbench. Let's see how we make that one. Look, it's very simple. We have all these things. A bookshelf, crafting table, and dispenser. Dispensers are like everywhere. You notice that? So if you have an opportunity, perhaps maybe you should make yourself something like 10 of them. Eventually, I promise you, you'll probably use them. So let's get busy. Let's start by doing this. And when we do this, where are we going to put that? right there on our lab. It's gonna go flat like that, just like it looks. And when we put it on, we'll get the magic workbench. Look, our plants. Right click, and there are our essence. Let's see, before we get started, let's see if we have enough to make ourselves a block. Now remember, if you have like a whole bunch of these cool plants line up, they're all going to be going and they're all going to be giving you essence like a lot per hour. So when we put this on our regular workbenches, doesn't have to be a special one. Crafting table, there it is. Look, we needed 10 magical essence to make one, and here we go, we have 11. So when you just click on it, and there it is. Now we have one, and we only have one left of the essence. So look, there's another one. So if you have a whole bunch of these plants, it really does help if you want to get ahead on one particular item. Now this is just a coal, so let's put it in there. Let's see while we work how much we're gonna get eventually. Okay, so let's get busy. We need to make that. Oh, look at that. Okay, not that. Oh, look at that. I brought some supplies because I don't want to be running around like crazy. And look, these are the things that we need in order to make that special craft. So this is exactly what we need for the magical workbench. So let's get it together and let's put it. Oops. And usually I like to make sure that it is exactly how they call for it, so we'll do that. Magical workbench, and let's see, I'm gonna take a little title so I can call it as well. Remember, I like to label the things, so then if they call for something, because we're new to this, then we'll know exactly what it is that they wanted. You know what? I'm gonna put it right here in front of this one. How about that? 1, 2, 3. Oops, I wonder if it's gonna work like that. I was being kind of goofy, I didn't realize, but let's see. Okay, so according to our book, I know I'm being kind of goofy, but let me put a title on it. I can put it anywhere. I'll put it right here. Magic workbench. Done. So when they call for the magic workbench, then I can come around and say, which one could that be? Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, look at this. See? This one's keep going and going, and I don't have to do this for you guys because you already saw me working it, but let me put it right here. You can see how they add up, just to show you that you can get a lot done with them. Okay, now that's done, and now let's look at our book. Let's go back to our magic gadgets and our Tome of Knowledge. Let's see. We need to put this pattern of these things in the magic workbench. All of these are really easy to get because they are regular things we find, but this one we need to work at, so we'll have to see that. Let's see what we have. Hold on. Since these things are the things that we actually can get just like regularly if we needed to, without any kind of special SlimeFun action, let's just get these things. I'm going to make 3 books. I'm going to make a book that if I have any knowledge and they would like to know what I know, then I will give them a book of my knowledge. I also will have a book ready for their knowledge so they can put their knowledge on it and share it with us. And I'm going to make 3 books. So I'm going to put these ones here as I could only put one at a time because these ones don't stack. The other thing that we need to do is make the centerpiece, and the center one is a magic book cover. And in order for us to do that, since we don't know how to do it, we'll click on it and see what it says. Okay, we need a regular book, and we need magical lamp 2, and I don't know how to do that, not off the top of my head. The book is easy because we know about books, but we have to make this one. So we'll see how that's made, and you click on it, and in order to make one of them, and remember we need several, we need to make a little pattern of 4 magical lamp level 1 or tier 1. So we'll do those, and we don't know how to do that, so we'll click on any of them to see. What we need is we need to put this on the grinder, on the grindstone, and that is nether warts, in order to get 2 lamps. So right here I have what we need is that, and what we need is the middle part. I'm gonna keep these ones here. I went ahead and collected some nether warts from a nether wart farm that we have nearby. So I'm going to just make a bunch of these guys. And here's the 3 books that I'm going to need for the 3 ones that are gonna go in there. Remember, we need a book in the middle. Let's look at that again. Okay, let's start with this one, and we need to put that in the grindstone. And I look around and I see I don't have one, so I need to make one. So we need to find out how we make that. So let's go back. Right here we should find one. What was it that we're looking for? Raise your hand if you know. Thank you. There it is. Let's see how we make that. We make that very easily with things that we have in the regular world, which is an oak fence. Everybody has an oak fence. And another dispenser. See, the dispensers are like so many that we're gonna need for just about everything. So make sure that you make plenty of them right off the bat, so you don't have to be like running around trying to collect all the items for one. That's what I do. Anyways, last couple of episodes we have been running around finding stuff, so I decided to have the things ready here. Here's our fence, and here is our dispenser. So let me take all these items and place them just like that. I don't need to place these ones, because remember, these ones go right on the regular workbench, but the rest go on the special one, which is that enhanced one. With our fast craft, which we love with a passion, we find that the dispenser is quickly made. So let's get that. Oh no, we don't have to go there, because where we put in this, we put in this on the multi-block, which is just the regulars anywhere on the floor. And I knew we needed to make one, so I went ahead and put our title, and this is where we're gonna place it. And also, don't forget that if you place it just straight forward, it may not work, so you have to look. It says facing up, you see? Dispenser facing up. So keep in mind, read everything carefully, don't just assume. Oops, there we go. And ready. And what are we supposed to put in there? We decided we had to put in there a nether wart in order to get our lamps. And there is 2. Oh no, still 1. Okay, well, we're good. Let's keep going. It's gonna change on me, I know it is. And let's see. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, you know what? Let me finish this one and we'll just use that. And 7 more. And now, remember, we need 4 in order for them. Oh, let's see. Let's see if we put this here. Let's go back. We did that. Tome of Knowledge. And we put that there, but we're doing the magic book cover, which we put on the enhanced crafting table with the number 2 lamps. And we need 4 like this on the enhanced crafting table. So we're gonna take the ones that we did, which is our magical lamps 1, and we're gonna take them to the enhanced crafting table, and we put them in that pattern in order, in order for us to get what we need. I'm just gonna do the whole thing. What the heck? But you know what? I think that when we do it, it only like gives us 1 at a time, and I wonder if I can do several. No, see? I have to take it out because that if I leave that in there, it distracts from the pattern. Okay. Four. It's a slow process. Everything here is a little bit slow, so you have to be patient, but you'll get things done, honestly. You have to kind of think ahead. Make sure that if you're gonna do something that's gonna require you to do the same thing over and over again, then I say just make like 64 of whatever it is, and then get it over with. Otherwise, you'll be running around trying to find the stuff over and over and over again, and that could really be annoying. Of course, I don't really mind doing it, so I don't mind running around like crazy. Let me see. I need 4 times 3, so I really only needed 12. I could actually leave it like that, since I really only need 12. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here and that there, and I believe we get to put our pattern in here, and let's see how it looks. Okay, we got the 2 lamps, and now we're gonna get the book, which we have 3 books, and we're gonna surround them by the lamps 2, second tier. That's them. And I think we put that in here, so we put the book, and we put these guys on the side. Of course, we're gonna have some lamps left over, but that's okay. We'll see if we can do it all at once. Sometimes it doesn't let us. Okay, there's 1. And we have to take it out because leaving it in there distracts the pattern. It just affects it. Because the pattern is just that, not with the magical. And as you can see, magic book covers. We have 3, and we have extra lamps. Okay, we're gonna come here and we're gonna get our pattern, which is that guys, these guys all around our cover. And we are going to put that on the magic workbench, which is the one we just built right there. Let's see if it works, okay? And we always put it on the dispenser area. Let's see if it works, because I kind of put the dispenser kind of weird. So maybe it won't work, but we'll see. Wait. Oh, it looks like, oh, nice. And oops. Oh yeah, it's 1, because we had it separate. Oh wait, look, it says Tome of Knowledge Sharing. Honor none, because if you right click on it, it says there, right click to bind this book to yourself. That means you put your knowledge on it. But if you want to give it to a friend, you just get it and throw it out at them, and then they have to right click on it and put their knowledge on it. Okay, 2 books, and this is my last one because I wanted to have 3, 1 extra one just in case. There it is. There are our 3 books of knowledge. We can put this stuff away because we don't need it. Alrighty. Now we just gotta have to find a friend who has a lot of knowledge and be nice and say, hello, would you mind sharing your knowledge with me? And then they'll say, sure. But do you have a book? And you say, yeah. Let's see if we can find a friend who wants to share her knowledge with me, okay? But now that we're saying that, let me just tell you something. We can check to see how much knowledge we have. So we do \SF for SlimeFun, and then stats. And then this tells you how much knowledge you have. As you can see, I have 55% of them open, which means I only have 124 of them open of a possible 223. And I have spent 8,500 experience knowledges opening them up. Either myself or somebody else, I'm sure. That kind of scared me a little bit. So we'll see. Hello. It looks like we have somebody here who's willing to share their knowledge. So let's see how this is done. Okay, let me put away this essence. Let's put them in there. I might as well collect them while I was waiting, huh? So the idea is you give the person the book. You just throw it at them. And there it goes. The person picks it up and right-clicks on the book, hence putting all their knowledge into the book. So now, Mirrusky is giving me all her knowledge, and she has a lot of knowledge, to be totally honest with you. She has shared all this knowledge with me, and when we open this book, it's going to give you like a fanfare of excitement. I'm going to open this book. In order to open it, I have to right-click on it, okay? When we look at the book, let's look at the book. It says here, Tome of Knowledge Sharing on is Mirrusky. Now, to bind this tome to myself, I need to right-click to obtain all the research by the previous assigned owner, which was Mirrusky, and she has a ton, almost 100%. By doing this, I will be unlocking everything that I have not, that I don't have. So I'm gonna go to the top so we can see all the fireworks. I could probably even wait for the nighttime just to do this, but I'm not. I'm gonna come here. Look, it is almost night. And I only want to do this because then you can see how cool it is. Because there is a lot of knowledge. If the person has a little bit of knowledge and they give you the book and you open it, then you'll only see a tiny little bit of a fanfare happen. But there's a lot of knowledge here, and I know it's gonna be a lot of stuff opening up. And then it'll tell you everything that now you have the knowledge of. Ready? Let's do it. Here we go. So when I right-click on this, the book now becomes the knowledge in the book becomes my knowledge. So here we go. I clicked it. And as you can see on the left-hand side, there is all the knowledge that I have acquired. Every single one of these things were unlocked. So I no longer have any of those red marks except for a few maybe that might have not been used ever. So let's take a peek at our SlimeFun book, because now it is up to date. Let's go back to something that I know I didn't have once, like a lot of these things I didn't have. So when I click on them, you see a lot of them are now unlocked. So these Tomes of Knowledge books are unbelievable. They are the best way to get ahead and get all this knowledge without spending actually your own XP, because they've already spent the XP all by themselves. So now let's quickly do our SF stats. FF stats to see what the status is now. Remember, it used to be a little bit, and now look, almost all of them are open. I think maybe just 30 are not, whatever they are, I don't even know. But it's 86% now open, when it used to be 45 for me. And now this is how much XP levels have been spent to get all that knowledge. Not only by myself, but others. And I'm sure everybody helps everybody. So the best thing to do is to have your Tomes of Knowledge ready for sharing, and then have a friend who is advanced in SlimeFun to see if they were willing to share, because remember, they had to spend their XP on this. So don't get upset if they don't want to share. You know, you just go on ahead with your own work. So I hope you learned something from this episode, and enjoy the fun in SlimeFun. We'll see you later, and don't forget to like if you like it, and subscribe. That would be nice. It lets me know that you are actually appreciating all the things I'm telling you. So enjoy. We'll see you next time. Bye.